We have to make sure that we keep it monitored and we get crews on it right away.
Winnipeg and much of southern Manitoba is dealing with smoky skies caused by wildfires burning in northern Manitoba and Saskatchewan, raising concerns of air quality and what might be a difficult wildfire season ahead. On Monday, Pimicikamak Cree Nation Chief David Monias says a brush fire broke out near his community, bringing forth heavy smoke and poor air quality. He says the fire is not currently posing a threat to the community, but he says that could all change quickly.
Overnight, I think during about 1 o'clock in the morning, I got an update from the crews that were flying around that there was strong east winds that were coming up, and the fire flared up and grew up to about 5 times than what it was before. About
120 kilometers south in Norway House Cree Nation, fire crews were battling 2 wildfires, one north of the community and another west of it. Chief Larson Anderson says the fires are contained now, but due to a lack of equipment, he says he worries if another fire sparks, they may not be as prepared.
Having a no attack crew is certainly a concern going forward. We've expressed that concern before. We also don't have a local conservation officer for quite some time now. We don't have that monitoring on a daily basis.
This spring has brought forth an active wildfire season across the prairies, with around 90 active wildfires in Alberta. Meteorologist Sarah Hoffman says major fires in north and central Saskatchewan and the fires in northern Manitoba have left Winnipeg and much of southern Manitoba in a haze.
It's a very difficult thing to forecast because so much depends on the input factors, like is there a fire? How is it being fought? What's the wind direction? What's the fuels even being burned? It looks like the prairies and perhaps most of North America will be dealing with the wildfire smoke for this summer.
Neil Johnston says wildfire smoke can bring significant impact on lung health and other systems in the body. He says there are things people living in smoky areas can do to try and avoid that hazy air, particularly those who suffer from respiratory conditions.
Make sure you have your medications with you when you go out, your reliever medication and your preventer medication. And make sure you take your preventer regularly as prescribed, and then have your reliever there in case you do get into trouble.
Chief Monias says this is the first fire his community is battling this year and hopes it's the last.
We continue to fight it and try to put out as much as possible.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.